Next up on Nick at Night, Weeknight with Muller. Then two random shows that Nick at Night just happens to get the last minute. That's all coming up right now on Nick at Night. Yes. Welcome to Week Update. I'm Ellie Carmen, your Democrat's office. Yes! Alright, Shoutout Spotlight on Specs Mark and this band edits. Anthony printed their show with his reactions and things like that. Slightly average day with random stuff. Michael Sarcasm is our Michael program, and Baby Creations with his Baby and Friends programs and things like that. Check all those people out. Now, you should especially check out Baby Creations. Not only because he's a nice guy and because he has done entertaining stuff on YouTube, but also because he has an issue. Alright? You know, I'm not going to give you too many of the details because he made a video about it and me just talking about it sounds redundant, but basically he has two copyright strikes, and you know, if he gets a third one, he'll be out, and you don't want to be in that kind of situation, but he seriously needs your love and your support. Alright? You know, as much as you have given me love and support as of recently, I want you to give as much support to Baby Lamb Creation. You know, if not a little bit more support and love for Baby Lamb Creations, you know, because his work is top notch. Alright? And he deserves, you know, to stay on YouTube. Alright? You know, we're all friends here. Alright? And I feel like, you know, we should give him some love. Alright? Alright, now that we have taken care of that, let's see what's up. Noah Munck, a man who played Gibby on iCarly for many years. Of course, you could care less about a guy who never wears a shirt on camera. He will not be on the show's reboot despite the fact that he has been approached. Translation? He's following James Corden on CBS. And here's another fun fact. He tried to make music on SoundCloud. Are you really a singer, Noah? I mean, that's not a big deal. I mean, come on. It's the ultimate deal in Hollywood. I mean, seriously. That's like saying, you know, I'm going to go from shoveling mud to making snow pies. I'm like, really? Really? The more, if you think about it, you know, the less likely it actually makes sense. Alright? Just think about it for a moment. While you're thinking about that, let's talk to MP and the Pink Cat, because it's time once again for another top 8 list. Here we go. Alright, what's the category tonight, boys? Tonight's category, top 8 reasons why Noah Munck will never do iCarly again. Number 8, Dan Schneider told him that he'll never amount to anything. Number 7, he was the Andy Richardson 8th as his Conan O'Brien. Number 6, he was never able to showcase his comedic skills or lack thereof. Really? He was alright. Really? Oh, right, sorry. Number 5, nobody laughed at too many of his jokes when he came on the show. Number 4, Noah did most of his scenes without a shirt on and it made him throw up. Number 3, he was once pooped on by an eagle. Number 2, Miranda Cosgrove nearly pushed him into a river. And number 1, he promised CBS that if he doesn't go back to Nickelodeon, then he can have a show following court or CBS or whatever. Oh boy, that was really messed up, and I apologize for that. Well, nobody said these top 8 lists had to make any sense. But what does make sense is that we'll return after this. And you're still watching a Weeknight, and there it is, your Spotlight.
Agent. Hey, babe. How's it going? How's life? How's the dog? No, cat? That's what I meant. Cat. Who am I talking to again?
Your watch just stopped and your car's in the shop. The rent is due and your marriage is through. You're feeling uptight, but that's alright, cause you watch Nick at Night.
You watch Nick at Night.
People ask me, is that Empire carpeting really good stuff? Well, this carpet's from Empire, and it's going down in my own home, and I'm very proud of my home. Oh, sure, I got a break on the price, but knowing this business, I'd call Empire anyway, really. I mean, how can you beat getting good carpeting at a good price, and you never have to leave your house? Plus a free shampooer, and credit terms if you want, with no installment payments for 60 days. Think about it. Then just call. 588-2300. That's all you got to do.
Your watch just stopped and your car's in the shop. The rent is due and your marriage is through. You're feeling uptight, but that's alright, cause you watch Nick at Night.
You watch Nick at Night.
Edward Scott and the boys! How you doing tonight, Ed? Doing alright, how about yourself? Well, not too bad, I'm doing alright. Well, I'll tell you something, man. You're still keeping the show alive. Yes, I am. And hey, this show's been getting a lot of love lately. Yes, it is. I feel bad about what's been happening to Baby Love Creations, though. Don't worry. As long as everybody spreads the love around, to him especially, and as long as, he receives love from everyone, then he will be alright. He even made a video about it too. Really? I gotta check it out. Well, not until after the show is over, alright? Alright. Now, let's have some talking time. Let's get this over with.
Let's talk about it.
Alright, 1808 BBC, before your comment, all the kickers and lickers came together and they did this particular song. That's right. 08, 04 PM, 1 afternoon, night time, all times, day, yada. You know how it is, right? Talking time, English, French, talking time, your own trip with sadness. Alright. Now, tonight's program is about Noah Munck. Now, for those of you who probably don't know or probably don't care, Noah Munck was one of the cast members of the popular Nickelodeon program entitled iCarly. He played Gibby. Now, there's going to be a reboot of the program with some members of the original cast. Alright, Nathan Kress, of course, Jerry Traynor, and they say Miranda Cosgrove, but I'm still on the fence about that because, I don't think her contract has been set in stone yet. So, no. Jeanette McCurdy has been announced yet either, but we'll save that another time. But you know what? Jake Hogan, who will be the new producer of the iCarly reboot, said that that Noah had been approached by him and his team. The Pepperman 617 on Twitter asked, where's Noah Munck at? And yada, right? Kogan replied, we've spoken. No news as to why he hasn't returned yet, but he has had a recurring role on the television programs of the Goldbergs for a while. And I think I said it best earlier when I said I think that he has moved on. I think that he has moved on. Actually, he has moved on. So I don't think that it's really going to take place. They said it's going to that the reboot is going to be on Paramount Plus. Yeah, right. Not a good move at all. Really not a good move. Because who here has Paramount Plus? I mean, seriously. Anyway, they said the filming will start in March of 2021. Yeah, right. Like anybody would want to take care of that. Yeah, right. Meanwhile, Noah Munck. There are other fun facts about Noah Munck that nobody else knew about. For example, all right, you've probably seen him, on an episode of Sam and Cat as Gibby. Again, after iCarly ended. He also appeared as himself in in an episode of Arrested Development. And then he tried his hand in music, sharing the songs he came up with on his SoundCloud account. And then he launched his own YouTube channel, which, by the way, I don't know if it still exists. If it does, then whatever. But I will say this, in all honesty, really. All right. If Noah Munck has managed to get huge levels of success outside of iCarly, where he got his start, and I just have one question. All right. Why would he even bother going back? I mean, this is the same thing that happened to everybody from the Full House program, right? They had a fun run. They lasted 8 years, almost 9, right? The show ended in '95, and everybody went on and do their own things, yada yada yada. Years later, apparently Netflix decided, hey, let's bring the show back with a reboot, for at least 3 or 4 more years or something like that, right? 5 years, whatever. So guess what happened after that? The new show is not as great as the old one, and everybody has grown old. And of course, when these things happen, you gotta ask, why? Why would they ruin a good thing? That's exactly how I feel about the iCarly reboot. Look, alright, it was a good show in the late 2000s and early 2010s. But you see, here's the thing, alright? It's been like 9 years since that show went away. So, after some time off, you would have to think, it's not going to hold up. Everybody has grown. It's not the same as it once was. And that is a prime example of what I'm talking about. All right, so what Noah Munck is doing, by moving on and doing all these other projects and things like that, he should be congratulated for. Of course, I don't see how anybody would want to reel him back in to the nostalgic days when his new days are filled with a lot of fame and everything else. Alright? But then again, that's just my take on the whole thing, alright? Tomorrow night on this program, we will talk about shoes. That's right. And with me will be Neb509, Emmanuel Gaffey, Angel Dragon, The Wolf Lair, Rebecca K. Onetta, Swaggy Vortex 733, VA Studio, Super Freddy Gamer, and Flow J2, exclamation mark. That's news. I'm out, skis. Farewell, bye, farewell.
Your watch just stopped and your car's in the shop. The rent is due and your marriage is through. You're feeling uptight, but that's alright, cause you watch Nick at Night.
You watch Nick at Night.